Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown's Budget Block Party, celebrating spring survival by doing what we do best, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. So, audience, do you have a question for me?
May I have a word?
Okay, I'll give you one. In fact, I'll give you 25 of them or less, because that's literally the name of this next game. 25 words or less, based on the hit TV show, the game where every word counts. So let's see here, barring these icons, we have about, 16 words, I think. Give or take this. 25. This is nothing new in the world of board games, but it's certainly something new in the world of TV game shows when it debuted in syndication, mainly on Fox stations back in September 2019, with its host Meredith Vieira, an accomplished pro, and mighty fine ward girl, and two top-tier actresses backing the state up as executive producers, May McCormack, and through her production company Is or Isn't Entertainment, Lisa Kudrow. Yes, folks, Phoebe is a boss. In fact, on one of the show's earlier episodes, she had a mini Friends face-off with Courtney Cox, the love of my life, my Monica. Anyway, enough words about that. You'll see my Friends video later tonight. This party game was picked up from RWB for $3.99. In fact, this is our third straight RWB purchased item. In fact, 4 out of 5 items being reviewed this week were purchased from Red, White, and Blue. Imagine that. That's definitely a store where you want to party, yet still stay on budget. Let's throw it over to the developer of this game, the OP, or you could say the OP Games, for a few words on how to play 25 words or less at home.
Based on the hit TV game show, it's the fast-paced game 25 words or less. You've got 1 minute to say 25 words or less as clues to get your teammates to guess the 5 words on the card. If you get your teammates to guess all 5 words in less than a minute and in 25 words or less, then your team wins the card. If not, your opponents win the card. The first team to win 10 cards wins the game. To start, divide into 2 teams and place game cards face down between you. Each team elects one player to be the clue giver for the first round. The clue giver then selects the cards they will use and starts the bidding. Bidding always begins at 25 clue words, and the player who bids the lowest wins control of the card. The player who loses the bid serves as the judge and will start the gameplay for the clue-giving team. Once the timer starts, the judge counts down every word the clue giver says. They will need to be fast and concise. The clue giver cannot say rhymes with, sounds like, and cannot use gestures. They cannot use any part of the answer word as a clue either. If the clue giver gives too many words or breaks a rule, the round ends and the other team scores. Teammates can shout out answers right away. They do not need to take turns. If the team correctly guesses all 5 words in time, they keep the card and win the round. The first team to gather 10 cards wins the game. Can you give clues in 25 words or less?
Let's take a look at the icons here. This will take you about 30 minutes to play for 4 more players ages 10 and up. So it's a fairly family-friendly game. And there are not a lot of components here besides the rules and the game board. You already saw the gameplay demonstration vid, so there's no need to show you the rules in their entirety for the 10-second count as I normally would do. But it helps to read the rules for specific areas of gameplay that the vid didn't touch on. Here we have the game board, and this is where all the magic takes place in rapid-fire succession. These are your word cards. And we have 2 sides of words here, about 10 in all. So you can read them like this or this, upside down, right side up. In any case, it's easy for the contestants to read. So here we have Fillet or Filet, Shipment, Piggy Bank, North Reflex. And on the other side here, Poker, Hero, Embassy, Choice, and Pan. Next side here, oh by the way, 2 of the 3 stacks of word cards have been unwrapped. This is the only one in the shrink wrap packaging that hasn't been opened yet. But how about this one? Back rub, terrible, problem, donation, candy. Behind, value, professional, powder, and need. And finally, just taking one here at random. Make this a good one. Hide, bar, fresh prince, fatal, jackpot, and hunt, different, swarm, coop, and quit. So as you can see, we have here a whole bunch of words to choose from. I think hundreds and hundreds of them. And look at this. Oh yeah, these are my all-time favorite timers. Sad timers. So vintage. And because of the blue circles here, a little bit modern. Pretty darn cool. You stay there. No extra bells or whistles that needed be here. So overall, even though this is not a travel-friendly game, it's a game that you can fit on yourself and just whip out in a last-minute scramble to find that perfect party game. Play your favorite game at home. Challenge your family or friends in 25 words or less. In this fast-paced party game based on the hit TV game show, players take turns getting their team to guess 5 answers using as few clues as possible. Clue givers bid on the number of words they can use, and when a challenge is accepted, it's a race against the clock. Score points when your team gets all 5 answers before hitting the limit. But run out of time or clues and it goes to your opponents. The first team to reach 10 points wins. So these are the clues that you would give. Well, highlighted in red, and that is the word to guess. 1 out of 5 answers and 2 clues, and time is running out. 300 cards, a sand timer, which lasts a minute, 60 seconds, a countdown board, and rules. And the countdown board actually serves the purpose of keeping track of how many words that the contestants use to try to guess the other word, the word that would secure the win for you. So for the judge, the one who loses the initial bet to start things off, I think they would have to get a pen and paper and keep track of all the clues used in rapid-fire fashion. And if they can do that, this game will be a shoo-in for your all-time favorite party games. It gets 5 out of 5 claps. I gotta tell you, being a member of this op would be no problem at all. Because it's so simple, so timeless, and yet so here and now. This game rocks. Word. Thanks for watching TSR. Now to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the thrift side.